Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I wanted to talk about my first impressions for Operation 4 in Gears of War 5. So this actually came out a few days ago, and they kind of revamped a lot of different things that I'm going to go over real quick. So one of the biggest things for me that they decided to do was the store. So you have like your esports and all the bundles and boosts and stuff. I never really buy any of this stuff. The only thing that me as a free-to-play player and a casual player really ever wants are the new characters. So you can see I already purchased Dom, and now you can use Gears coins to unlock all of the new characters that come out instead of having to get a totem and do a bunch of different objectives like complete a certain amount of matches, kill a certain amount of people in order to unlock a character. That for me as a casual player who doesn't play this all the time was a pain in the butt, because I would only really focus on the characters that have HORDE, because I like to play HORDE. I like to do PvE stuff. So if they didn't, or if they were just a multiplayer player, I would never really want to focus in on them because I can only use them on multiplayer. And they were so expensive, I didn't want to waste my time trying to unlock a player that I can only use in multiplayer. So now that they switched to the coins, this is an awesome idea. That you can just spend about 2,000, it looks like, to get a bunch of different characters. And if you go down a little bit more, you can get some feature characters like Marcus. Everything else in the store is also available. So all the things that you would usually unlock from different ways, like the blood sprays, they are now purchasable by the coins, which is awesome. I love that they decided to do this because it just makes everything so much more easy to get through the store. You don't have to jump through a lot of different hoops, do a lot of different objectives. You just earn the coins by playing the game, completing certain objectives, and then you get to spend the coins, and you get to pick specifically what you want, whether it's a blood spray, a banner, a mark, or a character skin. This is huge for me because I would never buy these. I just didn't have enough of the materials of the scrap. They completely got rid of that, which was a great idea. And now you can get any of these skins, and I'm just scrolling down. These are just like a ton of them for all the different characters, and it looks like most of them are 2,000, anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 Gears coins, which is awesome. Everything is just, you're able to buy it, and you're able to earn the currency, which is awesome. The execution's the exact same thing. Looks like they're anywhere from, basing on the rarity, 600 to 2,400 coins. The expressions, for me, I don't really care too much about these, but if you're into that, then obviously you can just pick these up pretty good. And then weapon skins, I'm really not, I don't really care too much about the weapon skins, but I know that, you know, if you are someone who really cares about this stuff, if you want all your weapons to look the same, I haven't really looked through most of these, but you know, if this is something that you're into, you can now save up your coins and purchase them. So I think this is an awesome idea, and I'm so glad that they decided to do this. It took them way too long. I think it's been probably what, over a year since Gears 5 came out, and I'm just super excited that they decided to do this. This motivates me to want to play the game and to complete some of the tour objectives that I can get more coins when I'm playing the game and then completing my objectives. So another thing that they decided to kind of redo was the tour. So instead of, it looks like instead of earning the scrap, now you get coins. So let's say that I get 7 kills with my precision rifle and then I execute 3 enemies. I get those 2,000 coins for becoming recruit 1, and I can already go and unlock any of the new characters that they just came out with. It gives you 2,000 coins right off the bat. Now I think they did this just so that you can get, you know, the character that you want right away from just playing the game. And as you go through here, you know, you get some coins, and now instead of getting a specific skin for a gun, it looks like that you can get an entire loadout set skin. So that's pretty cool. And then, you know, some more coins. It looks like they are slightly increasing the coins you can get. Here's another example of, instead of just one skin, they give you 4 different skins. And then we have some more character skins, coins, iron. They're still doing iron. If you are someone who purchases iron, that's, you know, up to you. You can use this as well, the premium currency. But for me, I never really used this at all. More coins and iron, some skins, Dom, loadout skins, expressions, some marks, a Maria for Dom since this is kind of his season. And you can just see as we go up more and more. That's actually pretty cool. UIR Cosmonaut. That's kind of cool. So yeah, that looks pretty good there. That looks like I'm just going to be able to play the game whenever I want to, unlock the coins or whatever is in the tour, and then just pick out what I want. Another thing that they decided to change was HORDE for me. This is kind of important if you're looking to play PvE. So right now it looks like they have just Horde Frenzy and Overload. So Horde Frenzy is a quicker version of Horde. Instead of doing the 50 waves, I'm not exactly sure how many you do. I want to say maybe 20, but I'm not off the top of my head. I'm not sure. But one of the big things that they did change was the difficulty settings. So before there were a ton of difficulty settings. Now you can just go beginner, advanced, or inconceivable, and these are only the 3 ones that you can do when you decide to do a public match. If you were decide to do something a custom match, you can see once this refreshes up, master, inconceivable, beginner. It has the older difficulties there. So if you want to play something that is harder than beginner but not as hard as advanced, then you'll have to go into the custom lobby. Also, if you take a look on the left side above the tour, it says that your skill card chances. Now before, I knew this was a fact because I only really played beginner, advanced, and whatever was in the middle, I don't remember. Not experienced, I don't remember. But it never really had the chance for you to earn those really rare skill cards. It was either green or blue, I think. And then obviously as you get up in the difficulty, you're able to have a higher chance of unlocking the skill cards. So for me personally, I'll probably just stick with advanced, and you can see there's a little bit bigger chance for me to get some of those more rare skill cards, which will help me upgrade my character. So that's pretty cool, and I'm glad that they decided to increase the drop rates for those skill cards a little bit. Okay, so when you actually take a look at some of the characters that you can play, I didn't really play Operation 3, so just FYI. So I unlocked Dom. Now if you go in here, you can look at his different skins, of course. The bad thing is, though, is that you can't play Dom in PvE, which kind of stinks for me because I do like to play Horde and just fight off everything. So hopefully that'll be something that they could change maybe in the future. And if you take a look at PADUK, PADUK is someone who you can play in Horde or in Escape. So that'll be pretty cool to play. Maybe I should have unlocked, well, it doesn't really matter because I'll be able to unlock him whenever I play a match and unlock the coins. So I'll be able to unlock him pretty quick. And then same thing over here. You can't do any of you can only do the multiplayer stuff with the Locust, the Swarm. So there's no PvE stuff for them. And then finally, if you are someone who likes to play competitive ranked, they completely revamped the system. I know that I go on the Gear subreddit sometimes just to kind of keep up with the game, and a ton of the posts on there were people complaining about how they personally had a really good like KD ratio and they were MVP, and for whatever reason they would lose a ton of points, like skill points or however their ratings or whatever. So they completely revamped the system. It looks like there's now something called Gears points. Everyone starts off exactly the same and you earn these points as you rank up. However, it looks like you have to spend these gear points in order to play a match, which is something I've never really heard of or seen it before. And then you get to obviously win matches. If you win, you get to rank up faster and get more of those points. So it says that it's make it easier to track your progress and to find balanced matches. I'm not someone who does a ton of ranked. I usually, in the beginning, all I did was go maybe play my placement games just so I can get some additional XP or maybe a reward at the end of the week. But if you are in someone who likes to really play PvP competitively, it looks like you can only do Gridiron, King of the Hill, 2v2 Nashers, and Free-for-all. So I'm kind of surprised that there's not you know, like the old Execution or the Warzone, because that's, I think, what a lot of the hardcore players like to play. So we only have these 4 abilities, or these 4 choices right here, which is kind of interesting. Actually, let's go take a look at the rank system. So you can see right here, I haven't played any games, so I am completely 0. I'm bronze. But if you can see on the side, it says GP awarded per match. Now you can do these certain things to earn the gears points. So eliminations, obviously, it looks like are the second most. 4 revives, you get 1. Touchdowns, you get 5, and then denials are 1. Which is actually kind of weird that there is a max. So even if you do, let's say, if you're playing a ranked gridiron game, if you get 20 eliminations, that's basically all you're going to get credited for. Obviously, 20 times 4 is 80, and that's the max. So if you get 21 eliminations, you're not going to keep on getting those points, those gears points, which is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting that they decided to cap the amount. Maybe it just prevents kind of like farming kills all over, over and over again. But that's kind of interesting. So you can do those specific tasks right there. For King of the Hill, eliminations, ring captures, and ring breaks all get you gears points. So even though you may not be getting a ton of kills, if you're playing the objective, you're going to get points there, and it's going to help you rank up. 2v2 Nashers, elimination and revives, basically all you can really get when you're doing a team deathmatch type of game. And then right here for free-for-all, kills, you get 4, and then depending on how you finish, you can earn a certain amount of points as well. So that's kind of interesting. For me, I'm just looking at this kind of stuff makes me want to just try it and see, where I would end up. So I think, if you're an average player and a casual player, and you're kind of interested in doing these ranked matches, yeah, it'll be kind of cool just to kind of see what you'll get. If we take a look at season rewards granted at the end of the season. Okay, so you get coins. Okay, so it depends on where you rank up. So let's say I'm a bronze player and I end up in silver. I'm going to be getting 500 coins and 2,000 XP. So it's not a ton at the end of the season. The seasons are actually pretty long. It looks like this season is 14 weeks. So after 14 weeks, you're going to get about, depending on where you go, where you end up, you're going to be getting between 500 and 1,500 coins, which is not a ton, but I guess something is better than nothing. However, you are getting graduation rewards, which are coins and more XP, as if you get up as high as Master, Diamond, or anything like that. So that looks like it is pretty interesting, and I think I'm going to try this out as well. Now lastly, for Escape, this is not a game mode that I play a ton of. I only really do, you can see, I only really do it a couple of times just so I can get the rewards. I don't do this like to try and do the best time or anything. And usually if one of my objectives for my tour is to do an escape match, then I'll just re-roll it and not want to do it. So I'm not exactly sure what they did with HORDE, but I'll leave a link in the description to the complete patch notes for everything. Overall, this looks really interesting, and I'm definitely going to try some stuff out, see how it plays, see how much fun I'm having unlocking the stuff, because that's basically, I think, what their whole strategy was to just try and make it more accessible and easier for people to unlock the stuff that they wanted to use. So if you're a casual player, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'm going to check this out, and if I do enjoy it, I'll continue to make videos on it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you do enjoy this new operation, and I'll see you in the next one.